So it is my great pleasure to introduce Shaftab Khalid, who is our Director of Cricket. And we thought we'd do a very short session on how under-9 cricket and below at Ealing is going to be run. So, Shaftab, we've obviously got training, we've got the MJCA, and we've got the IFL. Can you tell us a bit about the training? So, for the under-6s, under-7s, the younger boys, how's that going to run?
Obviously on Fridays we got under-6 and under-7s running today. We've got plenty of coaches outside. Sorry.
That'll just go.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
So we got the under-6 and under-7s on Friday nights. We start at 5 o'clock to 6:30. So plenty of coaches just to work on their fundamentals, and just to make them enjoy and love the cricket whenever they come on Friday nights. Absolutely brilliant today to see so many people turned up.
Yeah. So let me.
Sorry.
So Shaf was explaining there about the under-6s and under-7s. We're going to have to keep sharing the microphone. So tell me, when we've got the under-8s and under-9s, so they're about to start at 6:30 now. How does the training differ for them?
For the under-8s and under-9s, we got Eagle squads and we got Phoenix and Nine League as well. So we work a lot with them on hardball cricket, and especially those boys as well who just start playing cricket with the softball. So we got plenty of different setup on in the practice session. So everyone working on hardball and softball.
Yeah. And I can't help but notice this year we've got so many more coaches out there, all in the Ealing kit. It looks to me like you've got an amazing coaching team. Can you tell the parents a bit more about who the coaches are that you've got and how the sessions are going to run with those coaches in particular?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate enough to have extremely well organized and good coaches, and they specialize in different in spin, fast bowling, batting, and fielding. So everyone comes in and they're also playing cricket, which is obviously a plus point for them. And the boys, the young players have actually really engaged with them quite nicely, and obviously the communication has been brilliant with them. And we really focused on working with the technical and tactical stuff. So in the winter, we worked a lot on the physical and the mental side of the game as well. So I think the dividends paid last year as well. So obviously, hopefully, we can repeat that again this year.
Yeah. And I think another thing that we have changed this year, which I was really impressed with, was the trials process. So in March, for some of the older teams, we selected the kids, and for the under-8s and under-9s as well. Do you want to just tell the parents a bit about how the trials process works? I can say, having been there, this man here, if your child has done the winter training, he will know their name, and he'll be able to tell you what their strengths, weaknesses in batting, bowling, and fielding are. It's seriously impressive, the knowledge that he's got. He might be a shy guy when you initially see Shaf, but there's a huge amount of knowledge there. So just tell a bit more about what we've done or what you've done with that trials process.
Look, I'm not really shy, but
I don't know. I'm with Tom. You're a bit shy.
the shy when I'm speaking like this, but I'm not shy when
Okay,
you're
well,
engaged with me one time.
English shy, Punjabi confident. Is that a little bit clear?
Absolutely. But anyway, look. So my focus was this year to be very clear with all the players. So we need to clear that clarity in terms of putting them into their respective teams. So, we took the trials with collaboration with all the managers who's done a fantastic job in terms of managing the teams, but we wanted to focus on how the coach is going to be running all the cricket sessions and identify the primary and secondary skills of each player. So we took the trials. I thought they went really, really well, and collaboration of all the 6 coaches who took the trials with video analysis as well, and be able to put the teams in the right place.
Well, that's absolutely fantastic. So I promised that Shaftab wouldn't have to do more than 5 minutes, and we're at 5 minutes and 9 seconds. So I think we're just going to hand it over to me. You probably heard there's a few different phrases being used. So what on earth are these different things? MJCA, IFL. So I'm going to talk a little bit more now about how the cricket is split up between the different teams here at Ealing. So on the screen behind, you can see we've got training, which, as Shaf said, that's Fridays, so for the 2 different age groups. It's going to always be here at Corfton Road this year. We're not going to split the kids up. into different groups. So we've made that call. And then you can see in the middle, we've got the MJCA. So, you know, what's that? Well, that's the Middlesex Junior Cricket Association. So those are league games that we play against other clubs. So I'll show a bit more about that in a second. And then one thing that's really unique to Ealing is the IFL. It's something that's quite close to my heart and a lot of the other parents that I can see in here, because it's where our children played their first ever game of competitive cricket. And I know it's what got a lot of the kids hooked on cricket. I know Mittle's kids has also played all the way through the IFL as well. And that's super important. It's our own internal franchise league. We play all these games on a Sunday, and those games are played up at William Perkins School. So to explain, what are these MJCA teams? So these are the league teams that we enter and play games against other clubs. So you can see we got under 9s and under 8s and a few under 7s. So we always give the chance for the very best under 7s who are ready to play in the league if that's what they'd like to do. And you can see we've split it up this year. Well, the under 9 league is split into 2 groups. So if you look at the screen behind me, on the right, you've got the 2 teams that we're entering into Group 1. And that is the under 9 A team, which is known as the Eagles. So that's the best players from the under 9s, 11 or 12 boys. It's a softball game of cricket, softball pairs. We're going to do a demo of that on the far pitch at 7:15 if you want to come and watch. And they play 10 league games. So it's amazing, 10 games against different clubs. We also have what's called the under 9 Phoenix team. So that's just below it in also Group 1. And that's for the best under 8 players. So that's like 11 or 12 under 8s. And again, a couple of under 7s will get the chance to play in that team as well. They play in the same league. So they play against our A team. So they'll play against the under 9 Eagles. Those 2 teams are in the same group of the MJCA. Then on the other side, you can see Group 2. And that's what's called the Lightning team. So under 9 Lightning, it's like the B team. It's everyone that's not in the under 9As, the Eagles, plus the next best, maybe 5 or 6 under 8. So it's a slightly bigger squad. I'm massively grateful to Sam. Is Sam in the room? Sam Lackland. Sam's in the nets, good man. He's offered to run that team this year, which is fantastic. So they'll be playing in Group 2. It's a separate group against slightly different clubs. You will see this thing at Ealing called the Phoenix setup. So I've already referred to the under 9 Phoenix. Whenever you see the word Phoenix, what that means is it's younger players playing up into the next age group. So the under 8s play up into the under 9s as the Phoenix. But look on the right-hand side. This is where it gets a bit confusing. We've got a team called the under 10 Phoenix. Now, this is where Ealing comes into its own. In addition to the IFL, which I'll come on to, which caters for all abilities, because we do have some players that are at a quite advanced stage for their age and want to play hardball cricket, that gives them the chance to play up into the under 10 league. And so you'll see it called an under 10 Phoenix, and it's predominantly for the best under 9s, but also a couple of the under 8s get to play in that league as well if they're ready for it. It's something that one of the other managers set up a couple of years ago to give them that opportunity to play in the hardball pairs league. So that, I hope, explains how all the Ealing teams operate. Right, on to the IFL. Yeah, Mittel. There you go.
Just one. So, just for those that don't know me, I'm Mittel Patel. I'm one of the trustees that looks after junior cricket. But what I would say, so that Tom's done an amazing job there outlining how the teams work. If you are the parent of a girl that plays in under 8s or under 9s, slightly different setup in the sense that we don't differentiate between Phoenix and Eagles, and the only reason that is because we have less schools. So, you know, if you're the parent of a young girl that's an under 9, don't read anything into the fact that there isn't an Eagles team or a Phoenix team. It's just to do with the volume of players that we have. So those girls still have, we have a under 10 softball team where they'll play. They play in the IFL as well. Just as something that I point out for if there are any parents of young girls in there as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point. My 4-year-old daughter is playing her first game of cricket here on Sunday. So I'm super keen on the girls' cricket as well. So the IFL, you've probably seen this bandied around. Look, it's amazing. And when I've been messaging everyone on all the WhatsApp groups saying, this is for every ability level, I seriously and honestly mean that with my whole heart. My youngest son started playing in the IFL when he was an under-8. We kept getting pestered and pestered by the under-8 manager, the IFL manager, bring him along, bring him along. And I didn't bring him along until June. He came along, and after that, he was completely hooked. The ball was bouncing 4 times. He couldn't hold the bat. He was getting stumped because he wasn't paying attention, but he absolutely loved it. And I promise you, we will make sure in the IFL that all the kids have an amazing time, they enjoy it, and that it's safe. That's what the IFL is, okay? All under-9s and under-8s get to play it. Some under-7s will get the chance as well, if they're ready and if it's safe. It's not serious, so we don't want to take it too seriously. And it does have a small competitive element in it because we've got a finals day and a festival. The other beauty of it is that it caters for hardball and softball players in the same match. And I'll explain how that works in a minute. There's the teams, okay? So the IFL teams for 2025, that's how we've split it up. So you've got all the under-9s, under-8s and under-7s. They're going to feed into those different franchise teams. So you've probably all had a message on Pitchere, which sets all that out. And really importantly, as Missile was saying, the girls play as the team called the Panthers against the boys. So they've got their own team and they play in that IFL. And it's an amazing feature of the club that they all get to play against each other. There's your managers. We rely completely on mad people like me who volunteer, who actually, believe it or not, have a day job. But because we quite like cricket, and it was just the Easter holidays, we've spent a bit of time setting it up. So huge thanks to everyone managing it. They should all have been in touch with you because I set them all a WhatsApp group up, and you've probably fed up with all the WhatsApp groups. There's about 5 of them for every person. I'm so sorry about that, but it's because we can't be sending batting orders to 60 people. And when the season started, hopefully, I think only 2 people have left the WhatsApp group, which out of 112 people that I added isn't too bad. So there's your managers. There's the outline of your schedule. Okay, so I'll send all these around on the WhatsApp group as a PDF. Do keep photographing them. I love it. So we've got 7 games. Yeah, we've got 1 a week until half term. We don't play on the first half term because we find everyone goes away. We got another 3 games in June. So this is every Sunday. Then we got an under-8 sixes tournament. I'll tell you about that. We then got the festival. We then got the finals day. Now, Shaf, over to you. Tell us, you had a great idea when we went up to the pitch. Maybe, I don't know, IPL inspired, but tell the parents how the finals day is going to run.
So we're going to be running the IFL finals, semi-final and finals at William Perkins under the floodlights. So I think that'd be amazing venture for all the kids. Obviously, maybe a lot of the senior men's haven't played under the floodlights, so I think it'd be a great opportunity to get everyone to turn up and play under the floodlights. So.
Yeah, we went to look at the ground for the first time this week, and the guy showing us around said to Shaf, here's the switch for the floodlights. I don't think I've ever seen someone so excited.
Yeah, I was excited.
He was desperate to get the kids out there, and we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do a day-nighter, floodlit finals for these kids, 8, 9-year-olds. When I never played under floodlights. It's amazing. It's going to be so much fun. Thankfully, where's David? We're not going to have to order any new balls because we already play with the pink balls. So we're all right on that. So look, there's the schedule. The under-8 sixes. Okay, this is another mad endeavour of mine. If you're lucky enough to be in the under-8s group, we're going to put 2 teams into this. Massive thanks to Mitchell and David, who have allowed me, after much badgering and pestering, we're going to be on this pitch here, Corfton Road, on a Sunday against 10 other clubs from Middlesex who are all putting a 6-a-side team in. It's going to be an amazing day. We ran it last year at Popesfield. I had 250 people at the ground, everyone loving the cricket. So that's what the under-8 sixes is all about. So pretty good value for money, guys. 250 quid for your membership. We've got IFL, league games, tournament, festival, and a finals down the floodlights. The festival, that's another thing, all over the different grounds. Details will follow on that, but it's another great day. Bring all your family. It's a fantastic atmosphere. Right. I said earlier that the IFL catered for hard and softball players in the same cricket match. I reckon rather than talking about that in a load of detail now, I suggest you all come along on Sunday and see how this works. Basically, the batters get to choose what ball they face, and we make sure that it's safe so that they are paired up with appropriate bowlers. So please don't worry. If your son or daughter is a beginner, if they're a beginner, they won't have to face the hard ball when they're batting. They get to choose. And believe me, I will be there all Sunday. All the managers are trusted people that I have really roped in to do this. And I know they'll play it with the right ethos. So if your kid is a beginner, they will be facing a beginner bowler. And we make sure that it's all paired up so that they all have fun. So the bowlers are bowling to batters of the same ability. You can do this because it's pairs cricket. It's quite easy to manage. Okay, it's not like 11-a-side where it's a bit harder. So we can do that. Look, I need to make the point about all the equipment, which I'll come on to. But if you're playing hardball, you've got to go and buy all the kit. Really sorry about that. It's a bit pricey. We will tell you when your kid's ready for hardball. I think Shaf's already mentioned earlier that some of those under 8s and under 9s, you know, he'll tell you. So come to the sessions, speak to him, ask him. He will know already. If your son or daughter's been to 1 or 2 sessions, I guarantee you he'll know who they are and he'll tell you. Okay? So that's the IFL. William Perkin, it's a new venue. I'll be honest, I gave this man here a really hard time about it because I was sceptical. It's a bit further away from the ground than I would have hoped, but I've been to the pitch. It's going to be, it's one year only, but it's a great venue. We don't have a portaloo. It's got proper changing rooms. Car park on site, big pitch. The pitch is true, it's flat. It's a proper AstroTurf with the rubber pellets in it, so the kids aren't going to get elbow and knee burns. That's how you get there. I'll send these slides around. Basically, if you just Google Maps Legion Road, don't Google Map William Perkin because you'll end up at the wrong side of it. That's how you get there. I'll send all these slides around. And it'll be on the website. Look, you can see how much I love this. Because I actually asked the guy for the dimensions of the pitch so we can plan it properly. Now, this isn't taking it too seriously, guys. This is just organising it super well. So don't confuse it. Yeah, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm just making sure that it's damn well organised because then it's going to be really good fun for the kids. So everyone knows where the pitch is. We all know where they're going to sit. We know where the safe area is. We know where the toilets are. We know where the first aid kit is. We know where the car park is. It's all on there. Okay. But when we're actually at the ground, we are not taking this seriously, right? We're there to have fun and enjoy it. So don't get the two things confused. You can organise something amazingly well, but actually when you're there, you're not really taking it seriously because you've given them the framework to have fun in a safe environment. So that's why we do stuff like that. My favourite topic. If you've sorted out Pitchero and you've selected your son or daughter for a game, please leave or just stay for the last few slides. If you've got any problems or questions with Pitchero, this is how it works. You need to download the app. It is a 3-stage process and all of the fixtures are on the app. So first of all, please set your child's availability for the whole season. And you get a list of fixtures and you can say available, not available, or maybe. Please don't say maybe, because you can see your diary. Just change it, okay? Say they're available. Don't book a kid's birthday party. Don't go and play football. The football season's over. It's April. Let's support cricket. Don't go and play rugby. You can do that in the wet in November. Come and play cricket with me at William Perkin because you will enjoy it and they will get hooked and then you're going to spend 100 quid on their hardball kit and you will play with it. And this man will teach them how to be a good player. So let's get their availability set now. Please do it for every match and for the training so that he can plan, Shaf can plan how many coaches we need. If your son or daughter is selected for a match, the second stage is you will get a notification on your phone. It'll look a bit like that. I've put it on the screen. So that's the second thing. You'll get selected. If you don't get that notification, it doesn't mean that you're playing that match. And what we then ask you to do, the third stage, is to respond to it. So you'll get this message will come up on the app. and say that you're playing. Okay, confirm to the manager, then they know. Please, 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 don't drop out at the last minute. If you're committed, come along and play. Please don't drop out, because it makes my life and everyone else's quite difficult to get kids in at the last minute. So if you're in, give it your all, come along. But if you know you can't make it, just say no. And it makes it a lot easier for us. And the same goes for training as well, I think. So we want to know how many people are coming. You still got any questions on pitch area? Come and find me at the end. Oh, equipment. Everyone's asking us. I have so many WhatsApps. It's great because it's all enthusiastic stuff. Do you want to say a bit about equipment, Shaf, for the kids? I mean, I've got a thing about cricket bats. I think once you're at under 8s, you need to get a wooden bat in your hand.
Yeah.
You know, I think under 7s and below, it's great to get a plastic bat because you can swing it and hit it. But I think when you're in the under 8s, it's time to start moving on. I always say get the lightest possible wooden cricket bat that money can buy. It's well worth investing in a good bat. So don't go to Mike Ashley's shops and buy a heavy size 3 or 4 bat for your kid, because they won't be able to swing it.
Yeah.
And when we play cricket, I don't think I've ever taught a kid a forward defensive anymore. You'll probably tell me off for that. But we want the kids to be smashing boundaries. And if they can't swing the bat, they're not going to hit a boundary. So over to you for anything else on the kit.
Thank you, Tom. I think it's very important that we have helmet, gloves, pads, bat, abdominal guard, and also thigh pad. Sorry, if they play hardball cricket, because we're quite strict on some of the players actually do turn up and say we haven't got a helmet or we haven't got the abdominal guard, so we strictly stop them for actually facing any bowlers, because obviously health and safety. So important that you guys have fully equipped cricket bag for those who are playing hardball cricket. And for the softball, I think it's important to have the plastic bats. You can just buy them up from BKS or any other sports, so they're quite decent, quite cheap prices, and make sure they're very light so that the players actually have a good swing on the bat and they're able to strike in the shot.
We don't have club kit for us. There's no shade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and sorry, just main point that we as a club do not provide any of the equipment. I mean, we do provide balls when we have as for the coaches, but as for the cricket wise, we don't actually provide that. So make sure that all the players who are actually playing cricket for Ely Cricket Club do have a cricket equipment.
Yeah, thanks very much, Shaf. If you're going to buy a cricket bag, please don't buy a wheelie bag. Okay, this is my top tip, because if you've got wheels on it, the kids will always, and don't worry if you've got one already, but when you buy them the next bag, buy a duffel bag. So buy the rucksack type of bag, because then they're not going to drag the bag along the outfield and Ollie won't get cross. So if they've got a rucksack bag, they've got to put it on their shoulder. It's much easier for the kids to carry as well. So rucksack cricket bag. For our matches, please go and support the foundation by buying the new shirt. So it's a maroon burgundy shirt that we play all our league matches in. I've kind of encouraged people not to wear cricket whites, because my first son that played, I think we got through about 3 or 4 pairs in the first season, because they're impossible to clean, they rip, they break, all the rest of it. So, yeah. Tracksuits, so navy tracksuits. Sajid, you got a question? Oh, that's an old shirt that you can buy if you really want, but we're going for the burgundy because it's got the foundation logo on the front. So I love the burgundy and the navy. I think it looks great.
I can add on to that.
Yeah, go on then, Mitchell.
So Gene, look, right, that's, if you want to buy a white cricket shirt, buy a white cricket shirt. What I would say is, where the MJCA is going, within the next 2 years, we'll have, at this age group, everyone will be playing in coloured kit. Right? These kids, they don't watch the IPL, they watch the 100. They're not watching Test match cricket, right? They want to wear coloured kit. So if you've got a choice to make between a white cricket shirt and the training kit, the training top, buy the training top. Right? Yeah. If you're in a position you can buy both, right? So I would echo what Tom's saying, that get your kids in the red top, but look, cricket's cricket, right? My kid wants to wear ones, right? So he'll wear ones. But in the next couple of years, and all our kids grow like beans, right? So whatever you buy this year, it's not going to be fit them in 2 years' time anyway. I would say in the next couple of years, it's all going to be coloured clothing.
Yeah. Cool, we're going to wrap this up. Cricket shoes, buy proper cricket shoes. We're playing a game on Wednesday night. A young boy was playing with just like trainers, a bit like mine. Got a pretty quick bowler on. I think he's only 7 or 8, and a Yorker straight on the foot, and he had to go off because he hurt his foot. It's worth spending 30 or 40 quid on a decent pair of cricket shoes because they've got the reinforced, the rubber base, rubber toe. Please don't buy spikes because most of the junior games will be on non-turf astray strips. So definitely worth getting the proper rubber-soled cricket shoes. So I think that's all on kit. Safety. Okay, we take it really seriously. You've got to have the protective kit if you're playing hardball. Shaf's already covered that off. And we take lots of other precautions when the kids are playing, so they don't stand too close. We don't have dangerous bowling. Weather, okay, it's still a bit chilly. Thermal's always a good thing to wear. Get a jumper, but then when it's hot, make sure we got the sun-cream water bottles and hat for the old slip, slap, slot. Last one on the weather. Wouldn't be the same English cricket season without a slide on the weather. I will never cancel a game based on a forecast. I think James Grigg always used to say that, and I agree with him on that particular point. We don't cancel games on forecasts, and please don't ask on WhatsApp, is the game on? Is it off? Is it on? The game's always on. If I'm running the game, we'll play the game. All right. If we have to call it off, then I will call it off if it's not safe. And I'll do that by sending you a message. But if we're playing kids cricket, in all truth, unless it's hardball, if we're playing softball on an AstroTurf strip, we can get most games on in the drizzle. If we're on William Perkin, it's an AstroTurf, we can play all those games.